Hello, it's Maggie. I thought I'd check in today during the partial solar eclipse and full moon in Cancer and see how everyone's doing. Personally, it's hitting the cardinal angles really, really hard. So yeah, I've got a throat infection. So it's probably the stress of this eclipse and the eclipses and summer and everything. But yeah, so the opposition and the full moon in Cancer is glaring. It's very glaring, very glaring. So it's affecting my health, I believe, because I have Aries ascendant and Aries rising, and your health is your body. Your ascendant is your body, and your personality as well. Um, so it's a stressful aspect when you've got squares and oppositions going on, and especially all these. Um, so the chart of the day is, well, Venus is in Cancer, which is nice to just stay home, stay home and nurture yourself while this opposition's going on. Um, Yeah, and the North Node is in Cancer 17 degrees, Venus is 16 degrees, and Mercury is 1 degree retrograde. So it just went back into Cancer. So I think it's a really good day just to chill at home. And this is my work, so I'm working from home. But yeah, excuse me, I'm just having some tea and honey to get my voice back. But so there's some, besides the oppositions, there are some trines between Mars in Sag. Sorry, God, I'm so out of it. Jupiter in Sagittarius and Mars in Leo. So Mars is 9 degrees Leo. So that's fire energy to give you some. That's also aggression. That's also aggression. It is a trine with Jupiter, so it's aggression. With other countries or in relationships. Children may be more aggressive. And self-expression, and Leo, leaders. So we're going to be hearing a lot internationally, of course, from everyone, not just our president, but everybody. But I don't really want to talk about politics. So you can just, if you want to, watch the news and just see this eclipse going on. These energies will be with us for 6 months. So we're still kind of in the aftermath of the total solar eclipse, which we had on the 2nd. So this partial lunar eclipse and full moon is just really accenting, like, if you're not doing what you feel like you should be doing, or you hate your job, or it's time to really get real with yourself. Whatever's not working, more than likely is going to go away if it hasn't already. There's a lot of change going on. Pluto is, destruction. Pluto is transformation, death, destruction. It's ending. So whether it's a relationship that is just not going anywhere and you've been in denial for some time, it's a really good time to just let it go, because the planets are helping you. Pluto, the destroyer, and Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, and the South Node as well, are helping you to let go of and to sever, what's no longer working in your life. So, yeah. So the fire trines are good for the fire signs, but it's overwhelmingly water and earth energy. Chiron, we have an Aries. Chiron is 5 degrees Aries. So again, Aries may be feeling that, with their self-image, or maybe their health, or different ways. But overwhelmingly water. So it's a really good day just to, if you can, escape from it all. But if if you're doing 95 and you're right in the heart of the eclipse, all I had to do is go to the doctor and get a Z pack, you know. But then, of course, you have to deal. It's life. It's life, right? Life. So you've got this beautiful trine energy. Let's focus on the trine. Oftentimes it's good to focus on the best part of the chart. So today's chart, it's the trine between, the fire trine between Mars in Leo and Jupiter in Sag, and the beautiful water trines, but they're in Neptune, and Neptune really, really likes to escape. And it's a great time to just binge watch movies or whatever, just to kind of stay out of traffic. The impetus for, not the impetus, wrong word, but anyway, the odds of having an accident, would be maybe a little bit higher with all these aspects going on, especially Pluto and Saturn opposing. And people drive crazy anyway during the full moon, People just go lunar. They go lunar and lose it. So just be careful if you're out driving around. Some near misses. So the water energy is really good to escape if you can. And if you are working, Neptune, finish a sentence. Neptune has escapist tendencies anyway. So if you can listen to beautiful music, if you enjoy cooking, anything that nurtures your soul, mineral springs, because Cancer, especially, all the water signs, you need that. And Neptune and Pisces is spurring that on. In this particular chart of the day, it's in the 6th house of health. And it's sextiling. Neptune is sextiling Saturn and Pluto and Capricorn. So we've got these hardcore aspects going on, but at the same time, the trines and the sextiles to Neptune. Neptune can be deception, illusion. Oftentimes, it's Neptunian fog. You don't know what's going on. A lot of things are being exposed right now. I mean, it's been ongoing, but even more and more each day are being exposed. In the news and in the world stage and everywhere. So I already talked about earthquakes and earth-related events. I would just have your emergency supplies ready for all the weather events, climate change events. The hurricanes and the tornadoes and the earthquakes and devastation. That it brings, So grab and go. Get your grab and go bag, and especially with this eclipse energy going on. So there's some inconjuncts going on today between Venus and Jupiter, and between, Sun and Jupiter. So we will be hearing from foreign, hopefully not adversaries, I really don't want to talk about politics, but it is part of the chart, It's not politics so much as world leaders, They're kind of at odds right now. So with Mars and Leo, it's kind of like a hair trigger because Mars is the ruler, excuse me, it's the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So, yeah, so you can really fire off, but we don't want to end up nuking each other either. So, it's like a hair trigger with politics these days. And yeah, there's a lot of pushback going on everywhere. So the inconjuncts are to Jupiter and the node. So it's just like coming to terms with what's really going on in the world internationally. Jupiter is the ruler of Sag, so it's involved in this inconjunct, and Mercury would be news, foreign news. But the sextiles and trines, it's a really good day just to space out if you can, just to overcome the stress of this opposition and the square, especially if you're an angle or if you're a cardinal angle. If you're Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And yeah, so escapist tendencies, I'm sorry. Yeah, I should just go take a nap. But I like to just zone out, watch YouTube astrology videos and the news just to see how it correlates with the eclipse. I already know how it correlates, but yeah. So the sextiles and the trines to Neptune can be delusional. They can be delusional. And there is a lot of delusional stuff going on, a lot of deception, lies. It could be to ourselves, too. It could be denial that, I don't have a problem with whatever it is, maybe an addiction, maybe a bad, toxic relationship, toxic job that's sucking the life out of you. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Neptune can cause you to doubt, if it's real, if you're really feeling this, or is it as bad as it seems? Yeah, it is. It is, and that's what this glaring opposition is trying to tell you. It is that bad, both, globally and individually. Excuse me, I need some water now. So I'll probably keep this short. So yeah, so anything that hits fanciful Neptune, aspects, and it's like the veil is being lifted on so many issues, both individually and collectively. And so that's what's going on. And you can stick your head in the sand and just stay in denial as long as you want. Or the covers are being, everyone's being outed right now. One way or another. So it's just a matter of time. So with Saturn and Pluto, whatever's not working in your life, it's going to take away. Saturn is the Lord of Karma. It's the great teacher. It can also be a malefic, and Pluto as well, and Mars. So when they're all involved, just be careful about traffic, accidents. Uranus is squaring Mars, so that's another thing. The markets, it's not a good day. If you're like a day trader, not a good day to gamble. Although Mars and Leo loves gambling. Leo loves gambling. They love risky behavior. They like to shine and be the star and be on fire. And naturally they would use Aries, Mars, because it's trying with them. They can use it aggressively. Um, where was I going with this? Let me get some more caffeine and tea. Green tea. What is green tea, jasmine, and honey, and ginseng. Yeah, no one cares about my tea. So, yeah, Mars is square Uranus. Mars in Leo is square Uranus in Taurus. Yeah, sudden, unexpected arguments. So, yeah, there's going to be some tempers. So, just if you're aware of it, you can sometimes catch yourself, or you could just go off on somebody. But beware of taking risks, because they may not turn out quite as well as you wish, which would be, Neptune, just the dreaminess, like, oh, it's okay to just drop $500 at the table, no problem, I'll win, and you lose it, and yeah, it's like, so Uranus is sudden, unexpected changes, and it could be financially, it could be definitely, it's Earth-related events. The market has been going, it's unprecedented for it to hit. I think it was over 2,000. It's like, I remember when Trump was first elected, I was going, how high can it get? So that's kind of on the verge of dropping. I feel like it's gonna collapse. I don't know when or how. I'm just looking at Uranus and Taurus squaring Mars. So I'm just saying beware of taking risks, Don't throw your whole portfolio away today, thinking, or in the next 6 months, thinking, that with Neptune trining everything in Cancer and sextiling, easy flowing, harmonious, 60-degree aspect, Earth and water get along. So thinking everything is fine, I'm good at this. That's Capricorn. I'm good at this. I'm a high achiever. I know what I'm doing. I can get ahead. I'm ahead of the game. Yeah, so just beware of that. Yeah, so I think that's probably about it. Actually, no. Uranus, there's another square going on, and that is to Mercury. That is to Mercury. So that's all of these random tweets that we're getting, and everyone, it's like, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, it's Twitter rants is what I'm trying to say. We're going to get some really bizarre, and have been getting some really, really bizarre Twitter rants from our leaders. Not all of them, of course, but yeah, so that's Mercury square Uranus. Mercury square Uranus. So to the best of your ability, I would just try to nurture yourself, If you're Cancer, and if you're Capricorn as well, or everybody needs to just hang on to the Neptune aspects, and not go into delusion, though. Maybe it's time to let go of that addiction or relationship, or Neptune can also be poison. Yeah, it's the ruler of Pisces. It could be travel, foreign travel. Yeah, so I'm just kind of rambling now. I'm going to end this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like, subscribe, and share. All right, take care. Thank you.